more.
Boss and the bear play games together. Boss and the bear, best buds forever. Boss and the bear. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Let's see what we do.
Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Boss and the Bear. I'm Jocelyn the Boss.
And I'm the bear.
And we're playing Life is Strange today.
Yeah.
And this is like legitimately one of my favorite games of all time. Even though I hate parts of it. I have a lot of very complicated feelings about this game. And like, I love it. I hate it. You talk about it for a while.
This game and Undertale are essentially the two games that I really wanted to play, but I stopped myself from playing because Jocelyn and I had this vague idea that we might start a gaming channel. So I was like, I can't play these yet. I can't play these so that I am motivated.
To have as genuine of a reaction as you possibly could, and like you already know some of the stuff that happens, but I'm hoping that there's enough surprises coming up that this will be fun for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is like. My relationship with this game is more complicated than my relationship with my mother. And, like, I mean that with all the love in the world, Mom, if you happen to be watching. But let's face it, you and I have had some interesting times. And this game and I have had some interesting times.
Oh,
and probably actually says better things about... You know what? Never mind. I'm going to stop talking before I incriminate myself. Why don't we just get right into this?
Like, just insert foot into mouth.
Nightmare. There we go.
All right.
Restart the game from this chapter.
Perfect.
We had to do some things. Yes, it's fine.
We had many
We didn't actually like play any
controller.
real game. We just like had a lot of control issues. So, unfortunately, we're not getting the live time the first time we see this. Oops, I just moved the mouse. Move the joystick. You could. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hooray. So yeah, this is going to be one where we don't talk a whole lot during cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big storm. Everything looks better in 60 frames per second, which is not normally something that I care about. But I can't deny that it really does look better. I played this on the 360, and it's fine. There's a lot of screen tearing and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not a big tech person.
I like the vibrating that happens in my hands when the thunder goes.
I'm glad that it has that.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy games that use vibration.
What's happening?
Yeah, I bet you do. I was just thinking, we should play Rez on this show.
I'm trapped in that.
Rez is like a music kind of game that uses like those trance vibrators.
I love music games. I'm so good at them.
Wait, there's the lighthouse.
We're not going to play Dance Dance Revolution. That would be so bad for a Let's Play channel. Are you kidding me?
No, you get the camera facing you. It'd be hilarious. So we're heading to the lighthouse.
Yes. She seems to think that being at the lighthouse is safety. And that's all we really know. That's Max Caulfield.
Who is adorable.
I actually own an outfit very similar to hers.
Lucky.
And it's nice. I actually also like designed my Animal Crossing character to look a lot like her as well.
Yeah, Max is pretty much how I would have looked in high school if I wasn't fat.
Oh.
I even had the bisexual bob.
Holy shit.
I super did.
I never knew you in high school, and probably for the best, because like when you were in high school, I was not in high school, and it would have been weird for us to be like anywhere near as close to friends as we are right now.
Yeah.
I'm
shit.
Yeah, right.
Wakey, wakey.
Shit happens.
So surreal.
Famously called film, little pieces
Hashtag
of
me
time.
also in high school.
But he could be
Falling
talking
asleep
about
in class all the
photography,
time?
as he likely
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I was known for it.
In class.
Me too.
I like
Everything's cool.
even to this day, if
Okay.
I had to go to a class, I would surely
shaft.
fall asleep
From
unless
color
I had like games to play on my
chiaroscuro.
computer or something.
Chiaroscuro
Now,
shading.
Can you give me an example of a
That's
photographer
right.
who
It is.
perfectly captured the human condition in
I
black and
didn't
white?
fall asleep.
But yeah, like I was in like a lot of
It
AP
sure
classes
didn't
and
feel
stuff,
like a
and I was in
dream.
a lot of plays.
Weird.
So my teachers were just kind of like,
There
"That's
you go,
that's
Victoria.
okay. You can just
Why Arvis?
you just have your
Because of
naps."
the images of hopeless
Because
faces.
otherwise I would have like
You feel like totally
exploded.
haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as
douche.
tortured, right?
So we only have the one thing to
And
look
frankly,
at so
it's
far.
bullshit.
So we might as well look at it.
Keep that.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr.
I
Jefferson?
like it.
It is.
I can
It's
hear
actually
the
like a
class laughing at
legitimately
me
good
now.
photo,
Yeah.
and
It has like it. I see some rule of threes. Like the lighting draws you in towards her. Like I like photographies, and I think that's a
Seriously,
fun
though.
picture.
They have a
I
bunch
could
of stuff
frame
to look
any one
at.
of you in a dark corner and capture
No, I
you
didn't
in
want
a-
that.
Look at this crap.
That's okay.
How
Well,
can I
there you
show
go.
this to
You did it.
Ah.
And any one
I
of you
can't
could
believe
do
I
that
still
to
have
me.
this pencil case.
I love the
I should upgrade
weird
to the
low
21st
res textures
century.
on some of the stuff that
But
obviously was
I like
not
it
meant
old
to like
school.
be zoomed
I
in on.
haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should.
Of their beauty or innocence.
Actually, I'm gonna encourage you
She
to
had
read
a
that really
brilliant eye.
quickly.
Brilliant eye.
So
If
We're not
anybody
gonna
else
have
looked
time
at
to like
this,
have
what
you
would they think?
read all these pages,
By him,
but
he
it
has
is
no atmosphere.
legitimately
Real Halloween
something that I
party.
want the viewers to be able to see and something that I want you to be able to read, maybe like on downtime. But this journal is like instrumental to like contextualizing the entire story.
Is time still happening while I read this?
What do you mean time? No,
Like,
no.
okay.
Time is paused. You're in like a pause screen essentially. So
Yeah. I'll just like go click through them.
yeah,
quick.
click through them so that the viewers can pause and read
Yeah.
at their leisure. I'm going to like I'm here to be your tour guide through this experience. I want you to get the most of this as much
Yay.
as possible. So like there's going to be times where I'm going to be like, open your journal. You got to see what was written about this. So, next page.
1 sec. I'm actually
Okay.
like speed reading this
Okay, fine.
a
that's
little
fine.
bit. So she's moving. She's feeling, new start, new dorm room.
I'm just going to loudly sip some coffee while you do this.
Let's see. Rich,
Oh man,
stylish,
I hope
entitled.
that sounded cool, as cool as it did in real life. I legitimately drank coffee, by the way. That was not just me making sound effects.
I was making sound effects. I drank all my coffee, and I can't have more, or else my brain will start dying.
Oh, is this getting cold? I need to drink it faster.
Yeah. Katia Bay, suspended. Actual shots. Okay, so she's just like new in town. She's got into a fancy school.
Well, she's new in town, but she's also old in town. Like, this is the town where she grew up. And she moved to Seattle for a while, and then she moved back to attend this, like, prestigious, like, art academy prep school sort of thing. Like, it's still a high school, but it also has, like, dorms or whatever. I feel like that's a very French thing. This was developed by French people.
Okay.
And then you have, like, all these little profiles of all the people that you meet and stuff like that. And for the first little bit, she's a little fixated on this Victoria person, which has inspired no
True
small
love
amount
waits.
of...
Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch R-rated films. Yeah,
that was me. That was me when I was a little before high school. I think high school was when I started to come out of that, but
she could have taken another approach.
very religious upbringing.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer...
I do love my analog camera.
Me too.
I should
yeah,
take a
or am
quick
I allowed to
picture
just
now.
take pictures in
Captured the
class?
essence of post-war beat America. And there was
Excuse me.
honesty about the
That
economic
button might
conditions
as well
of
be
Asia.
Take a
the
picture to
progress
prove I'm
story
still
button.
here.
Oh.
Plus, it's
So yes,
perfect for
you
my
do
portfolio.
legitimately have to take a selfie.
And I have to get
and
my
like see
daily
the
selfie
tutorials,
photo.
even being like, "Hey,
Muse.
hey Bear,
And
get on with it."
Also,
Chroniclers
I hate.
of the
I have
1950s.
I've taken art classes,
We've
and
all
let me
seen
tell you,
that
friends,
iconic
like
shot of
this
Kerouac
rich.
on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame.
I hate pretentious art
I
people. I
believe
hate them
Max
so
has
much.
taken
They're the
what you
worst.
kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
Ooh.
Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been
I
popular
love
since
busting
the
out
early
this as like
1800s.
random trivia when people
Your
are like,
generation was
"Oh,
not the
selfies
first to
are
use
dumb.
images for
Millennials take
selfie
selfies. That makes me I
expression."
hate them." Well, it's just like,
Actually,
actually,
exist.
it's an
The
old
point
art form,
remains that
and
the
like
portraiture
portraiture
has
is
always been
super
a vital
cool.
aspect
Yeah.
of art and photography for
And like
as
legitimately,
it's been
I've
around.
commissioned people to like draw pictures of me,
Now,
and in
Max,
fact,
since you've
like
captured
our
our
little
interest
Boss
and
and the
clearly
Bear
wanna join the
cartoon
conversation, can
people
you
drawn by
please
Trish.
tell us the name of
Like
the
I
process
love
gave
that,
birth
and I
to the
love
first
having like a little representation.
self-portraits.
It is such a nice thing to have like a representation of
You're
yourself.
asking me?
And so like having a drawing of
Let
yourself
me
is
think.
really cool, and I understand why people used to do it.
right?
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their
Oh,
stuff?
fuck you,
Louis Daguerre was a
asshole.
French painter who
I
created
hate
daguerreotypes.
high school teachers. I don't
Across
care if
the
you're in a fan.
portraits,
Oh,
a
I
sharp
hate high
defensive
school.
style like a
I hate
man.
high school.
Now
Sorry,
you're
everybody.
totally
Like,
stuck in the retro
Yeah,
zone.
you know,
Sad face.
in case it wasn't
Very good,
completely
Victoria.
obvious, Bear and I are
The
not people
Daguerrean
who peaked in high
process
school.
brought out
Yeah,
fine
no,
detail
no,
in
no.
people's
Our
faces,
best years are
making
ahead of
them
us. That's
extremely
what I'm
popular
convinced
from the
of.
yeah, I
1800s
think my
onward.
best years are going to
The
be
first
like
American daguerreotype
60.
self-portrait
I'm gonna
was
be a
done by
really cute
Robert
little grandma.
Cornelius. You can find out all about him
in your
textbooks,
textbook.
or even
You should be able to look at your backpack too
online.
on the floor. Oh, too late.
Wah wah.
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world.
I like the
Ew.
song
Exposure, and
Everyday
it can kickstart a
Heroes.
career in
No, it's
photography.
Everyday
So
People
Stella,
by Rush.
Larissa, get it
Whatever.
together.
Everyday
Taylor, go hide.
Heroes.
I'm still waiting
Everyday
for your entry too. And
problems.
yes, Max,
I don't remember
I see
how
you
that
pretending
goes.
not to see me.
But whatever, I love that song. I always used to think about like a TV series
girl.
that used it as an intro.
Sorry, I zonked out there because I was like watching her get vaguely shamed by her teacher and was having like
Victoria doesn't
flashbacks to
waste
that
a
one time in
second
chemistry
kissing
that my
ass.
teacher told me I was stupid. Sorry.
Even her
Woo!
school book is gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old?
There's so much like delightful
laughed.
voice acting. It's
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest.
I am
team,
not
most
gonna look at her
explosive,
tablet.
Yes, do it.
everything.
Are you sure? That feels like a
absolutely
dick
can.
move. Oh, this camera's hard.
like this is part of the
I should have known.
experience.
She'll
Oh.
have better equipment than Blackwell.
Oh, yeah.
And you can even like read the detailed things. It's-
$5,000 for a high schooler?
Oh yeah.
I hate rich people. Sorry, everybody. Time
a
to
lot,
like.
a lot of hatred. Also, there's a
completely-
a dog barking in the background. Ooh, and this is something.
I also want everybody to know
Now you can
that
take
this
photos.
photograph-
This is like an
Oh.
important game mechanic. You can take photos of like random things that you see
That's
throughout
a
your
cute one.
adventure.
I like this.
And there's a little achievement that pops up and all this stuff. But before you talk to those people, you should maybe talk to the little girl that's over there.
Is
looking
this the
a
girl
little
that I have a crush
sad.
on?
No,
Oh.
no.
Kate looks so sad and quiet today.
Hey, girl.
She was the one that like had a ball thrown at her.
Oh, yeah. You seem quiet today.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
Oh. Yeah.
I hear that. Want to go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Do they really put cup o'
Thanks,
tea?
but not today.
Cup of tea.
I have to go.
That
over
is
work.
Less.
One
No
of the ways of
worries.
stylizing
Let's
it.
hang
I
later.
usually use like
Sure.
a dash
Cup of
for my
tea.
things.
Mm.
But you can look at that computer as well. There's so much world building you can
Now I
do.
wish I wouldn't have
Okay,
read
we
this.
love your porn video.
Purge.
What the fuck? I hate
Yeah.
people. People are literally the worst.
This is really interesting because like I just finished watching the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why.
That printer
And it
is amazing.
like deals a lot
I'd
with
love to see how it
things
reproduces
of
my
this
pic.
nature, like teenage
like
angst
somebody
and
was already
the
working
ultimate
on this.
consequences. It's a
Cool.
story about a person's suicide, right?
That was not.
And I have like some feelings about it, but like it's definitely put me in an interesting headspace to be beholding this game.
Damn, they
Yeah.
have carbon fiber
So you mentioned
tripods
that
here.
at another
The
playthrough
ballhead
that you're
even
the
has a
type of person who
padlock?
likes to like explore and see all the
Explore.
things. This game will destroy you.
No, there's time. It's timed, isn't it?
It's not timed. You're fine.
Oh god.
You pretty much like
Even in pictures.
generally speaking,
the forest
there's
around here
a
always
few
looks
sequences where like
mysterious.
time definitely matters, but you'll know that those are coming.
You
Like
can
there'll
never
be
escape the lighthouse
broadcast
here.
well in advance. But like in general, you do have the option of like retrying everything and stuff like that. Although you don't know that yet.
Every time
Huh.
I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
I hate people like that.
Whoa,
Gotta look at this
Mr.
camera.
Jefferson is not messing around with that monster.
Oh my god.
I mean,
He
you never
probably
know when
paid
you'll find
20
something
grand for
very
that
important.
camera.
And actually,
I bet he gets pristine digital
there are
images.
clues that are hidden
But I
among
still
this
dig my
mess
little
as well.
instant
So.
camera. This is ridiculous. I always get so shy and nervous around Mr.
He's
Jefferson.
kind of an asshole.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I
But he's
talk
so
to you for a
pretty.
moment?
Look at that
Yes. Excuse
awesome
Yeah.
goatee
Well,
and
you know
those
what?
crazy
There's
Ray-Ban
very-
I'd
hipster
never let one of
glasses.
There's a very
Photography's
pretty
future stars
No.
professor at our
handing in the
university
picture.
that recently got into a lot
Okay,
of trouble.
no, I have to stop you on that one.
I'm not going to go any further.
No. There was a thing. It happened at a school.
Yep.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a
I actually remember that we
Now,
were
I
living
know
together
it's a
when
drag to hear
that
some
showed up
Yeah.
on like
dude
the front
lecture you.
page news.
But life
And I
won't
came
wait
home
for
from
you to
my
play
night
catch
job,
up. You're
and there it
young, the
was
world is
on the
yours,
doorstep,
blah,
and I
blah,
was like,
blah, right?
What?
But you do have a
Everybody
gift.
liked that
You
person.
have the fever
Yeah.
to
But
take images,
turns out they're a
to
butt
frame the
face.
world
A
only
bad,
the way
A
you
really bad
envision
butt
it.
face
Nuh-uh.
that like
Now,
yikey
All
wikeys.
you need
One
is
of
the
those
courage to
situations,
share
you
your
know?
gift with others.
Others.
And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
yeah, that look on her eyes is just like, yep, feel that. You
One time, in an art class at my
should
university.
look at some of the stuff on the walls.
Yeah, I'll do
so
that.
cool that we can check these out anytime. The
One
Decisive
time
Moment
at
by
our
Henry
class
Cartier
in my
Bresson.
university, I
rare.
literally was
Annie
like goaded
Leibovitz, mad
into
respect.
telling
The
my art
amazing
professor
Eugene
that
Smith.
I preferred
Good to
art
see Abaddon among the
that
masters.
matched my
Darling,
couch
of
rather than
course.
art that had good
Lots of
intent
people I
and like
haven't heard of yet.
no interesting
Here's the poster for the
visual,
contest.
you know,
Mr.
like
Yeah.
Jefferson really expects me to enter.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is
Why?
like
I
the
don't
thing
know
about
if I'm
art
ready
is that
for
it
my
is
15
completely
minutes of
subjective.
infamy.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a lot of skill that goes into it, but sometimes you really do just like what you like.
mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it really bugs me that people have this attitude that you're not allowed to like something because it's
Right?
done in a fairly amateurish way.
So I've looked at these guys.
Have you?
Yeah, I looked at the picture
There's a lighthouse picture and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Oh, okay.
and the woods
Well, you're pretty
picture.
much done here then.
Cool.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
These episodes, by the way, in case it hasn't
You
been
didn't
obvious,
tell me how
are
cute
going
I
to run a
looked
little bit
I was
long
about
because we want to
to.
make sure that like
You always
Welcome to the real
we get
world.
something accomplished
Yeah,
every
real
single
stuff.
episode. And this is a very talky game.
Can I just say I am so jazzed that in this shot there's 2 fat girls
Yes.
because like thank you. There's
I need
never
serious
fat
time out in the
NPCs
bathroom.
unless they're specifically like
Splash
fat
water
old
on my
ladies.
face and make sure
Well,
I
there,
don't look
one
like
of them was a
total
teacher,
loser.
but there's actually someone who features rather heavily who is not quite fat, but like definitely
Not
chubby.
Yeah.
I love her.
Perf.
And
Thank
here's the
God.
part we have to like keep talking over this because now comes the licensed soundtrack. And it's a shame because like this song is awesome.
Which song is it?
It is "To All of You" by I forget who the artist is, but whoever they are, it's really cool.
I like that
It's
girl.
a
I like
wonderful-
that person right there
Yes,
in the
that's
gray.
Alyssa.
Really?
Yes.
Because like that's a great tank top.
You can talk to whomever you want. We just have, as long as we
Alyssa.
keep talking, we gotta keep the sounds going
Evan
over
doesn't say
everything.
much to me.
Evan
But his
doesn't say
photos
much
are
to me, but his
His
photos are very cool,
Very cool.
which is a shame. I
Alyssa is
do love
always
this song, but it's like one of
She
those
doesn't
like
hang out with
soundtrack
a lot.
issues. So unfortunately,
Oh, does
I
that
like
mean
to,
that
like-
our sound's gonna be out for?
no, we can't do that. It would be too weird and difficult
That's Dana talking
because
to.
there's
I think his name is
there's too many moments
Dana is
that
on my floor,
unfortunately
too.
need all the things.
She's such an
we just have to keep
artist.
talking, which is
Gorgeous.
essentially the point.
So
Stella
many
is
people.
always
I love the like
Woo.
lived-in
She didn't
feel
come to
of this.
Blackwell to mess around.
Yeah,
like
I've
the
seen Brooke
lockers
hanging
with
out
the
with
little
Warren.
sticky notes on them.
She
It
seems
feels
good
like a
inside.
real school.
Absolutely.
And a lot of
it reminds me a
schools
lot
in GameStop.
of like my school and the way it was set up in these random doors that exist because they were like mobile
I hate bully jockstraps like Logan.
units that like get built
And
in
he's a
afterwards.
Vortex Club
Right?
member.
Oh, like the portables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can see like
He's
they,
so
it had those
nice.
exact hallway
I wish I
doors,
could beat
that
the
exact
shit
style
out
of
of
doors. But like this part of the building wasn't there before, and I always just find that super cool. Because those used to be legit exits to the outside world. You should look at that. It's very plot important.
It
Yay.
looks like she's been gone
Missing.
for months.
Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber, missing from Arcadia Bay. This, when I saw this poster, this was when I knew I was going to love this
Tattoo
game.
and a calf, dragon and a star on the inside of the
A
wrist.
star in the inside of the left wrist. That
Okay.
is a lesbian signal, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
The
wish
nautical
October would
stars,
last forever.
specifically on the hands, that is one of the classic, that's like, back in the 60s, or even earlier than that, that was like one of the classic ways lesbians had of identifying each other before it became more acceptable to talk about those sorts of things. So like, yeah, I just love
That's so
how
messed up.
lived in this world
I should
feels.
find
Like a
it
lot
to
of this
find
stuff
out what I
doesn't
can do.
actually matter to the story
As
of the
if I
game.
am.
It's just like
World
creating
building.
this very rich world environment.
I am so incredibly in for that. Because yeah, I enjoy looking at
They should just
everything
call
and
it a
getting all the
sugar
little
machine.
tidbits.
That would be awesome.
Really quickly, I'd like you
Let
to
me know when I
hit
buy the sugar
select or
drop
back or whatever. No, the other one.
Yeah.
And just use the bumpers to get to your photo tab there. Now,
Oh,
back a couple. Although, actually, your text messages, that's important too.
where? I don't know where my
To
photos
the
are.
third one. That's like 2 squares. Yes. Select episode 1.
Okay.
You see here, these are where all the collectible photos are and the clues as to
Oh.
how to find them.
Okay. Oh my god. There's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff. But actually,
Uh,
before we wrap up this episode, because we're getting close to the point where we do need to do that,
Yeah.
go to your SMS thing. These
Oh.
are your text messages. And this is, I highly recommend that you check these out.
18. Don't blow it all at once. I want to.
You can scroll up to like see the
We're
beginning of the
10:55
conversation.
a.m. Hey Max, you around? Mom, happy birthday. I'm 18.
Ugh, Warren.
Can you please make sure you're tuned. Hey, Mad Max, let's study for a physics test, so if we pass anything, we also have to measure its velocity. Don't ignore this message.
Friend zone level 10. Anywho,
It's all
good
cheap.
job.
I left
Free
my
zone.
AK at home.
Same girl.
so now you need to find your way to the bathroom.
Oh. Do I have to tinkle? I gotta tinkle.
Well, she says she wants to go to the bathroom. That's like the thing that's going on right now.
Wow.
So head to the left.
Yay.
To the left.
Like,
To the left.
like,
Oh wait, no, that's the bathroom there. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm being dumb.
get out of my
Worst tour guide
sight.
ever.
Gotta go to the ladies' room.
And
Empty.
we're just going to
Nobody can see my meltdown.
very quickly
Except
let this
for me.
cutscene play out and then call this the end of the episode.
Yeah. Is she having an emotional breakdown?
Actually, no. I'm
Same
going to call
girl.
the end of the episode right now
Cool.
because this is a pretty long cutscene that you're about to
Sick.
see. So, until next time, I'm Jocelyn the Boss.
And I'm the bear.
Goodbye.
Boss and the bear.